You guys get in here, get in here, get in here. These YouTube streets are hot, okay, with my R&B divas right here, right now. And I'm talking about the legendary R&B divas. I'm talking about it's thick. Now, first of all, I want to say thank you, new viewers, you returning viewers, and you subscribers. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for the comments. I try to comment on everybody. I promise you I try to. If I miss your comment, don't worry about it. I'm going to get around to it. Woo, because you're giving me a lot of things to talk about. Now, let me break this down for you, okay? Now, first of all, I don't think you guys understand this trio right here. All right? First of all, look at the hair. Just look at the hair. We have Chaka Khan, Diana Ross, and Stephanie Mills. Check out the hair, first of all. If this is not diva in it and of itself, all right? Look at them. You talking about put together? Look at them. I want you to take time out. See, when I talk about my R&B divas, and I like R&B divas of a particular era, the 80s, this is what I'm talking about. See, that's why I'm telling y'all I can't get into the 90s R&B divas because you have no image. It's what it is. Wonderful music, and sometimes I want to take the journey with you, but see, this here is show and business. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is show and business. That's all I want to say, first of all. And now, I want you guys to understand something. And yes, I understand that there were some who came before them. That's number one. Number two, but what I want you to understand is for whatever reason, we all chose Diana Ross. Whether she was chose behind the scenes to do what she was doing, but when she was put in front of the public, do you understand what I'm saying? We chose her. I'm talking about the public. It was Diana Ross. Legendary, iconic, famous. Look those words up for yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because each one of them means a different thing. We'll talk about that too in another video. But right now, we're talking about Diana Ross, the iconic Diana Ross, okay? Now, she comes along, and let's just say she opens up a lot of doors for a lot of Black females in entertainment industry. She was out and about in a time where you really and truly had to be mindful of how you looked, because you knew that not only was you representing yourself, but you was representing your people as a whole. Okay? That's just what it is. It's just the times. You're talking about civil rights era, so on and so forth. It is what it is. We shouldn't even have to discuss that right now. We will another video, but not right now. Now, I cannot necessarily say, because I wasn't there, if people wanted to be Diana Ross. I can't say that, because truth be told is that yes, the diva in the middle, Diana Ross, she ruffled a lot of feathers. We're going to get there. Chaka Khan comes out. And when Chaka Khan comes out, baby, trust me, almost every R&B diva in the 1980s was trying to sound like Chaka Khan, is what it is. People look up to Chaka Khan in the 1980s. When you ask who is one of your favorite R&B divas that you listen to, blah, 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 Chaka Khan is on that list. 9 times out of 10, her name is going to eventually be brought up. Now, while I can't say that about Stephanie Mills, that when we talk about R&B divas who we like, I'm just saying, while I can't say that about Stephanie Mills, but what I can say is that Stephanie Mills has respect. Respect for what? Respect for the time in which she came in, and she represents it well. So when she says, hey, I like this, I don't like that. This is that generation, this is that generation, and I'm choosing over here. Do you see what I'm saying? We shouldn't even have to discuss that comment anymore. But here's something that I want to bring to your attention. These 3 women over here are Aries. I'm going to say it one more time. They are Aries women. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's another thing that they have in common. These ladies don't have time to be dealing with no foolishness. None whatsoever. These ladies are impatient women. You know what I'm saying? They don't have time for foolishness. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they will call you out. Okay? They are direct and to the point. They are Aries women. That's it. Yes. These ladies, if I'm not mistaken, are Aries and they are all born in March. That's what I'm trying to get to. Oh, y'all making me tired out here in these streets. But now let's talk about something seriously. I don't think I'm going to be long at all with this one. Whew. Now, what we have here. Now, Stephanie Mills, I understand y'all are close. Stephanie Mills and Chaka Khan, I understand you have a sister friendship. I understand that. I'm talking about Stephanie Mills and Chaka Khan. Okay? When Stephanie Mills made her comment about Diana Ross and Beyonce, it was an astute conversation. It was one that was intelligent. It was one that was a matter of fact. It was one that, hey, you asked me a question. This is my direct response. Not condescending towards anyone, in what I was able to see. But basically saying Diana Ross and Beyonce are two different things. And I choose Diana Ross. It's of the times. Now, I know some of you are probably saying and have said, even in the comments, well, Stephanie Mills is being nice because at the end of the day, Stephanie Mills have every right to dislike Diana Ross because of the Wiz, I don't know. Stephanie Mills couldn't have been no more than maybe 23, 24, 25 tops, maybe when the Wiz came out. I don't know. But she was young. We'll talk about that another day too. But basically what I'm saying is that she made her comment. Now, this is when it's about to get a little tricky. Stephanie Mills did not back down. She's an Aries woman. She's not going to do that, y'all. Y'all just get over it, okay? Over it. Like, get over it. She's not apologizing because, she probably thinks Stephanie, Chaka, and maybe even Diana Ross are probably looking at you all like, oh, gosh, you people. It's like, y'all making me tired. Okay? But here's what I want to say. So we have Stephanie, who makes this comment, and now we have Chaka Khan. And what I'm afraid of is that now we're about to make a mockery out of all of this. Like something that was serious is about to become a mockery. Okay? Because, all right, now see listen here, Diana, Chaka, Stephanie, y'all ain't got to come for me. You know what I'm saying? Because, I like y'all. I really and truly do. I like your music. That's number one. Number two, Stephanie, that versus fiasco with your dear sister over here, Chaka Khan. You kept the sisterhood alive for her. You kept her, you know what, when she was leading, you held her up. You understand what I'm saying? So you might not like what I'm about to say about Chaka Khan when it comes to these comments. And I'm letting you know right now, it is what it is, baby. I still love you, though. And not only that, Stephanie Mills, I like it because you're friends with Angela Winbush. And everybody over here know how much I like Angela Winbush. That is just, it gets no better. It gets no better than Angela Winbush for me. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, speaking of Angela Winbush, Stephanie Mills, you and Angela Winbush need to quit teasing me with this, y'all showing up at each other's shows or what have you, singing I've Learned to Respect the Power of Love. It's time to release that duet single. Well, I'm talking about it, Yeah, you and Angela need to get together, go into the studio and re-record one more time I've learned to respect the power of love as a duet. I'm looking for that now, just by the way. But so I understand Stephanie is going to support her sister girl over here, sister friend, Chaka Khan, with what I'm about to say, but it is what it is. To me, when I'm listening to Chaka Khan's comment, while it's valid, it's almost like, baby, it sounds just so incoherent to me. It sounds just sporadic and all over the place. And it could be these sound bites that everybody's just taking a little snippet of something, this, then the other. And that's why I'm saying I don't like the approach. I don't. See, what bothers me most about all of this is that if you was born in 2000, you won't remember this. If you was born in 1990, you won't remember this. But now, if you was born in 1980 and before 1980, you might remember this. And what would you probably remember? What Chaka Khan is saying is nothing new. Chaka Khan said that in the beginning when Mary J. Blige released the record. We remember that. We remember that. That's why I'm saying to myself, this is nothing new. It's nothing new. She said this before. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she even said it about Whitney Houston, because I could be wrong, but now, I told y'all now, I remember a lot when it comes to my divas. I remember a lot. If I'm not mistaken, I think Chaka Khan even said, let me find a legend, because I understand y'all people out here just, allegedly. Chaka Khan even said, why these, fill it in. Why these got to be singing my songs? Like, yeah, she said it about Whitney Houston. Why y'all got to be singing my songs? I don't want y'all singing my song. She said it before. I'm sorry. But now we all understand how we probably feel about Mary J. Blige, y'all. As I told you before, I never thought that Mary J. Blige couldn't sing until people started telling me she couldn't sing. Because when she came out, Mary J. Blige, it was like, oh, okay. Especially when Real Love came out and she hit the high note at the end of Real Love. Oh, okay. But now for those of us as quiet as it's kept, for those of us like such as myself, who was glued into the television, listening to music, this, that, and the other, trying to attend a show here and there, we knew what the what's up was. Well, what do you mean by that? Well, when she was singing Real Love and it was time to sing the record, you heard the track on that part. We was like, oh, okay, she didn't do it. See, y'all messing with me. Y'all know I be trying to show respect and not go there with R&B divas. I love them too much. I'm here to tell y'all. Ask people around you. They'll say he's no joke. He really is like, this is his world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Friends, family, everybody who knows me is like, oh, okay, this is your thing. This is you know. So don't come for me like that, because I have much respect for these ladies. I have much respect for Mary J. Blige. What you do in your personal life is between you and your Lord and Savior. I just like the music and I like the image. And if I can go on that journey with you, I will. And if I can't, I don't. So now let's break this down in another fashion. Ooh, child, y'all make me tired. So I'm not quite looking at the numbers, like greatest singers of all time. I'm not looking at that. Those numbers, who plays where. I just so happened to see the clip, and I think it said Chaka Khan is somewhere around number 29. Well, I got news for you in this day and age. That's pretty high. That's a high number. But again, because she has always felt a certain way about Mary J. Blige singing that song, yeah, she's an Aries woman. Let me tell you how I feel about it. I don't think she can sing, and I definitely don't like when she was singing my song. And here's the thing. She said what? I told Mary J. I didn't like it. But that's the kind of relationship that she and I have, so I can say that. But I never said that in public. Well, you say that in public now, Chaka Khan. But it is what it is. See, we live in a day and a time, and maybe it was going on in my day and time, and I just wasn't aware of it, because I'm in that 80s. So maybe it was going on in the 80s as well. You understand what I'm saying? And of course, I just wasn't aware of it, but I can kind of see how everything is very now and in the moment and popular. It either has to be in the moment, now, popular, or I guess significant enough just to continue to keep our attention. Chaka Khan has been able to do that in her career, whether she has a record or not. It's the voice, the music. So she has been able to continue to capture us and captivate us. So I guess it was like, well, she's still kind of relevant even right now, with or without any hit music out. So, she looked like she's a good 29 or 25 or whatever that number was that she was placed at. But of course, everybody is so fascinated with the brand that is Mary J. Blige. Whether she can sing or not sing, in your opinion, that's just how the now sees her, which I've always said is that what bothers me about this generation, we don't appreciate anything anymore. When we went to school, and I guess it still, will be in school, we had something called art appreciation. We had something called music appreciation. So when you went to these classes, you appreciated it. You went and you learned about music, history, theory, all that stuff. How to play instruments. You learned about art and all that stuff and how appreciated. We don't do that anymore. I mean, even right now, as it relates to music, people have just used the right now moment. Oh, well, I know how to work this, or how can I put it? Or this here system is in place to help your voice sound better. This here can take the place of a real instrument. We can record at home. We don't have to go in recording studios and use the different things that would be in a recording studio to record music. And so when you do things like that, you lose a sense of appreciation, a sense of value. No one is taking the older things and incorporating it with new things. That's why I don't have a huge problem with the 1980s when, synthesizers and programming really, was heavy in productions, music production. Because I understood that some of those people who were using, the different programming and the different synthesizers, so on and so forth, was just using it as a way to create a particular sound, but not replacing a part of musicianship. You see, maybe they was doing it for a financial reason, but when they got out on the stage, those musicians and producers, they were able to recapture that playing the instruments that they play. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we're missing that in our culture. So let's appreciate it. Now, I know if you ask any of these ladies, any ladies who I think, was it the top 200? If you ask any of those ladies who placed at any number, in their head, they probably say, what I've done in music and this, that, and the other, I deserve to be number one. I deserve to be in at least the top 10, the top 20, definitely. Why am I at number 155? I think what we need to start doing is differentiating between entertainment and singers. Now, I might stop here and just do a part 2 of this video so I can kind of recapture, because I don't want to be led astray and I don't want to make my videos too long like that anymore. Okay. So think about it. And what am I wanting to get across right now? Is that we don't need to make a mockery and make fun out of a serious conversation. That's what I'm getting to. But we'll talk about that in the next video because it's coming. So don't forget, over here at Pepe La View, we definitely believe in putting our behind where our heart desires to be. We do that. We believe that. And also remember, whenever I leave my mother's presence, she always says to me, baby, remember, I love you, but God loves you best. And I'm saying that right now. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your love and your support. I really, truly do. Thank you. Thank you for your comments, your subscribing, your sharing, all of that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And remember to tell someone that you love them. And sometimes you need to tell the person who has been difficult in your life that you love them as well, because, you know, it's easy to love people who love us back. I'm just saying. And on that note, I'll see you all next video. And you know what I'm about to say too. Until then, you all take care.